Khadija Al-Mousawi, thanks for being with us today. We know that these are difficult times, and we really appreciate you coming on to talk to us. So if you could just tell us what happened yesterday when you visited Abudlhadi and Zaynab, and also the results of the court hearings this morning.
I went to see Zaynab yesterday at about 12:30 until 1 o'clock. She seemed okay. Her spirit was very high. It was me, my two girls, Fatima and Batul, and her husband and her mother-in-law and her daughter Jude. It was okay until she started telling me about the way she was arrested, that they had the camera on her face while they were kicking her with their boots, and that one of the policewomen put her baton on her neck, and she almost suffocated until another one interfered and asked her to stop. And how one of the male policemen with rank said some very, very bad words to her. And I think at the beginning, it was very difficult, but then she told me that, Mom, everything has a price to be paid, and this is the price we are paying. And if I want my father to be free, we have to be patient. And if we want democracy for people of Bahrain, we have to be patient. Then I cooled down. And then in the afternoon at 4 o'clock, we went to visit my husband. We were searched very thoroughly. And then when we went in, they took us to his room. And he looked better than we saw him 2 weeks ago. And I was surprised. He was sitting on the chair, but he was very, very thin. At the same time, he was his spirit was high. He said hello with a very big smile. And then I told him that why no news for a whole week, and why didn't you call? I was very, very concerned. And he said, I know that you all were, but on Monday, after I spoke to you, the nurse came in and she told me that she wants to flush the cannula in his hand for the IV. And he says the minute she put the injection in the cannula, suddenly I passed out. And he says that when he woke up after more than 5 hours, he was surprised. He wasn't in his room. His hands and legs were tied to the bed. He was restrained. And there was a tube in his nose going into his stomach. There was an oxygen mask on his face and IV on both hands. He was very upset. He knew it was force feeding. One of the IVs was a black bag, and the second one was white, and it was just color of water or without color. And there was a machine with white liquid in it, which then he found out it was something called Ensure. And he says that he started shaking the bed with his body and trying to make sounds. The policeman came and he took the oxygen mask off, and Hadi asked him, I want to see the doctor immediately. The doctor, the lady doctor Ferial, she came and he told her, I want all these off me. I have told you that I don't want these things. She said to him that this has nothing to do with me. I didn't do this. It was another doctor. He said, then take them off. She said, I can't. I don't have orders to do so. He said, I'm asking you. She said, no. And she left. Next day, the other doctor came. His name is Ibrahim Zuwayed. And he told Hadi that on Monday, your health was very, very poor. And if I haven't force-fed you this way, you would be either brain dead or dead. and I had to do this to save your life. Hadi says, okay, you did it when I was unconscious. Now I'm conscious. I'm asking you to take them off and take the tube out. He said, I'm not going to do this. And they kept him with the force feeding until Friday night, where the tube blocked and the liquid was coming out on his face and on his clothes. And it was then when the doctor came back and he tried by putting something in the tube to unblock it. It wasn't unblocking. And Hadi told him that I will voluntarily take the IV and some fluid until Monday, take it out. And he says then he took it out. It was very, very painful. And he says he had a severe headache hours after they took the tube out of his nose. And then I got a call yesterday morning. I called them first in the morning, about 8 o'clock, asking for our scheduled visit, which was supposed to be last Saturday. And then they called me and they said that we are giving you a visit. I said, when? He said, I don't know, just give me the names first of all the brothers, sisters, and yourself and the daughters. And then they called me. They said that they are going to give us a visit on 3 sessions. The first one was me and the daughters. And the second one was for part of his brothers and sisters. And the third hour for the other part of his brothers and sisters. This was what happened. I asked him if he is continuing with his hunger strike. He said, my hunger strike is not for negotiation. I'm going to continue. And I'm not going to stop until I get my freedom. And the only alternative for my freedom is death. And this is what happened yesterday.
Can you tell us what you know of what happened at the court hearings today and your reaction?
I didn't go today, but from what I heard, that it took a few minutes. They just said that they are moving to retrial. And I know that some people got very happy, and the lawyers said that they have a chance to defend their clients. For me, it's not a good news because it's the same system, same people in different clothes, different buildings. For me, it doesn't mean that there's going to be fair trial. And when I look at the trial of the doctors, I can see that it's a sham. It's a joke what's happening. The kind of things they are bringing in the court as weapon, and the way they are bringing the witnesses, and I don't think that anything will change. I think the government is just buying time by saying that they are taking them to retrial, because when I asked the lawyer how long this will take, he said at least 1 year. So for my husband, this is assassinating him in a very slow and painful way.
Can I ask what of Zaynab's hearing? Any explanation given for why that was postponed?
No, it's just that they are postponing the court to 2nd of May, and that they are keeping her in custody. That's it. Nothing, no explanation was given. I think it will help a lot if there's more about Bahrain on media, because that's what hurts the government most. And the more Bahrain is on the media negatively, maybe it will be to the benefit of people. And I don't know, with Zaynab's case, that they have decided to keep her now. It's a very bad sign, and it means they have green light. And usually green light comes from the United States. And this is a bit worry for me. As I said, I don't think it's positive, and it's the same system, it's the same court, it's the same people running the show in different clothes, being military, being civilian. I don't think that the situation will change. If the government was serious about any change, they will at least reduce the violence they are using against the people, the peaceful protesters on the street. So no, I don't think it means anything positive.